This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Good Tavach, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much for coming and joining us. So in this week's Parsha, we have what Rav Miller used to call the greatest day in the history of mankind. Rav Miller used to ask, what was the greatest day in the history of mankind? So some people would say when we got out of Egypt. Some people would say when we crossed the Yam Suf. Some people would say when we defeated Haman. Rav Miller said the greatest day in the history of mankind was when Hashem gave us the Torah and chose us as the Bnei Yisrael. Tremendous day. And we are commanded, Zochar al tishkach, remember, don't forget. Hishama lecha, ushmor nafshecha ma'od, the pasuk says. Be very careful. Pen tishkach, lest you forget the day that I gave you the Torah. We should never forget that. Because that means that the Chumash came from Hashem. We have to listen to the Chumash. And it means that He handpicked us. The Magen Avraham says, when are we supposed to remember in the day about Matan Torah? When should we, if we're not supposed to forget, when is the time of the day that we should remember? So the Magen Avraham says that when we say in Birchas HaTorah, right before we say Kriya Shema, Uvanu v'charta mikol am v'loshain, Magen Avraham says right there you should think about Matan Torah. It's Magen Avraham. But I want to tell you something special about Matan Torah. You know, if you go in school, sometimes they make in school a play. So if you have a play, a very good play, you have in the play a background. Right? They'll make, artists will make a background. When Hashem gave the Torah, there was a background. What was the background of the giving of the Torah? So the Torah tells us it was choshech, it was dark. It was afela. Afela means very black. Like if you go in a room in the night and you close the door and there isn't even a window in the room. Afela, really black. Ocean, smoke. Brokim, thunders, scary stuff. Smoke, black. So let me ask you something. What's the Torah? Is the Torah dark and black and smoky and scary? That's not the Torah. The Torah is Or. Kiner mitzvah v'Torah Or. Miyamino yesh toslamai. The Torah is a fire. It illuminates the way. It brightens up our lives. So why by Matan Torah was there dark and black and smoke? Why wasn't there a sun? And malachim shining, and maybe beautiful rainbows. It seems to be the wrong thing. The wrong thing, it doesn't match. Torah and dark and smoke. What's going on? I want to tell you, boys, that for many years I looked for this question. I said, somebody has to ask this question. For many years. Over 10 years, I looked for this question. And I finally found this question in the Toises HaRosh on Chumash. In the back of the 6th volume of the Shilzing Chumash, there's a Toises HaRosh on Chumash. And he says, why was the Torah given in dark instead of in Or? And he gives an answer. And boys, you listen to this answer. Whoa, this is an answer. Yesoida, this answer. It's a fundamental. He says that they should have gotten the Torah with light. But since Hashem saw that right afterwards they were going to sin with the golden calf, with the Egel Hazov, they didn't merit getting the light of Torah. So you'll right away say, Rabbi Weiss, what do you mean? Hashem doesn't look in the future to punish us. He only punishes us with what we're doing now. And we didn't have a golden calf now, so why do we get the light? The answer is you're right. Hashem won't ever punish us because tomorrow we're going to speak Lashon Hara. He doesn't do that. But when you want to taste the sweetness of Torah, the geschmack of learning, the Zizkeit of a piece of Gemara, a Mishnayos, a Chumash, you're only going to get that if you plan, if you learn in order to do. If you're going to be a good boy after you learn. But if you're going to go after you learn, that after a day of yeshiva, you're going to come home and you're going to tell Ma, not now, Ma. Or no. Or you're going to go and eat without making brachas. Or you're going to go right after you learn a pasuk in Chumash, right after you learn a Mishnah, you go to recess and you embarrass your friend at a game. Hashem says, no, you're not getting the sweetness of Torah. You ever wonder why is it you look at people, they're enjoying the learning and you're watching the clock. You can't wait till the class is over. Why other people are into it and you're schlepping away. What's going on? Well, it depends how you're going to behave after you learn. If after you learn you're not nice to the English teacher, you make a chila Hashem, Hashem says, you're not getting this geschmack out of my Torah. I'm not giving it to you. It's a big lesson of Har Sinai. Har Sinai was dark. It was smoke. They weren't getting that geschmack. They weren't getting that light. They weren't getting the shine because they were going to do the Egel Hazov. So you want to taste a geschmack in your learning? Then make sure that after you come home from yeshiva, you're mekayim kibbut avein. You make brachas. Then Hashem says, you're my man. I'll give you the geschmack in learning. Give you a bracha. We should all taste that mesikas, that zizkeit of learning Torah. A good tavach.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.